8 games into the season, how do you evaluate your team out there?
It's pretty early to get a drastic evaluation, but we've been busy with the CONCACAF and a little bit in the league play. Very successful so far in the CONCACAF. Obviously, difficult tie against New York coming up, but before that, we have an important game in Minnesota, and obviously we started a little bit slower than normal. A league play, but that's normal. Coming with this many games in Champions League and a lot of injuries that we've been dealing with, and the group is in a good place. They're working hard and they're excited about the games coming up.
Joao Paulo talked about needing more on the offensive end and wanting to do more in that category. What are you seeing out of that? How do you get more out of that?
It's a collective thing. I mean, we'll never emphasize that one guy is got to carry the load offensively or defensively. It's a group thing. Of course, we would like to see JP get involved a little bit more offensively, but that also depends on the opponent. How they play. Are they pressing us hard? Are we dominating the possession? Do we have a time when we dominate possession and opponents have to move JP a little bit higher, or Albert or Nico, whoever is playing? So it's a collective thing. I wouldn't say just one guy.
How have you been able to move Albert around, and how is he growing into what you guys reflect on the field?
He's been fine. That happens pretty much to everybody when you change the team. You try to find your legs and where you fit and how you fit, and Albert's been great. We played him different roles and different positions, and he responded pretty good, and we expect even better things to come from him because we know that he has more in him.
How does it change the way that you are able to prepare when you know you have a lot of players that are familiar with the balance of league play and international play, and sort of having to balance those different objectives sometimes?
Obviously, it's difficult. We will not see our international players until we arrived in Minneapolis, and short window, day and a half of preparing them, to get them up to speed. What we're trying to achieve in Minneapolis, it's difficult, but on the end of the day, it's the same for everybody else, and we're not different. We have to get ready with the players that we have and find a way to get the result in Minneapolis. And for New York, we'll have 3-4 days to prepare with everybody here. So I'm assuming that's going to be much easier when you have everybody here. So,
Preki, Raul is such a talented player, but how do you work him into the game, and what do you work on a striker as he gets back into rhythm?
I mean, we all know Raul is a very important part of our team, and for him, it's more right now of getting him up to speed and not risking him. So that's going to be obviously conversation within the staff and within the player, how we attack that. But you don't want to lose a player like him on the long run. We just want to be smart. If it makes sense to play in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, we'll decide when the time is called on. So right now, with him, specifically with him, Nico, a couple of players that are a little bit older as well, we have to be very, very careful how we give them minutes.
Were you able to see Cameroon's game yesterday, Nouhou? And
yes.
What are some of your thoughts about that?
Well, incredible story for Nouhou. He played last 30 minutes of the regulation extra time, and great to see one of our players. I mean, obviously today, hopefully, a couple more will get over the bridge into World Cup. So we're excited for him. Hopefully, he'll come back and he'll be in good form for the rest of the year for us here.
Can you talk a little bit about his journey, and what you've, from your perspective, what you've kind of seen from him all the way up to to being on this stage?
Well, I was not here when he first arrived, so really can't tell you how was he when he got here. But I can tell you how was he when I got here, and today, it's a big difference. His maturity level is much higher. He's much more. He enjoys much more training in the group, and but that comes with age. Different culture. He came from different place. It's very understandable for young players to have a little bit ups and downs. But now, right now, he seems like last year and a half, he's matured. You can see his level of play is risen. So we're very happy for him.
On the United States side, from the 5-1 against Panama to what's coming up here and potentially clinching a berth here tonight, what are you seeing from the U.S. side?
I mean, I'd be very, very, very surprised if we don't clinch. I feel it's just a matter of hours or minutes. I feel like we're going in Costa Rica, we have nothing to lose, everything to gain. They're under pressure, they need a result. We play smart, we'll even win that game if we are going for a win.
Yeah, what do you see from the team overall in terms of that 5-1 win and then what you're seeing on the field?
It's good. It's a process for us in the States. Obviously, a great first step to qualify with a young group of players to qualify to the next level, to the World Cup level. But the process doesn't stop. These are young players, that they're not even close to their peak maturity level, what it should be when it comes to the top level international game. So we have to be very careful of the expectations and not, how I say, to burn the group with an incredible expectation. We just need to support them, develop them, let them grow together, and I'm sure, as we all see, there's a lot of talented young guys on that team.
How do you balance wanting to see Christian and Jordan get opportunities with that team, but also being a Sounders coach, knowing that you want them to be available for Saturday?
Yeah, we're hoping that they both playing today. I mean, nobody knows yet, unless you guys have a couple of spies there that tell me who's playing. But I don't know if they're playing or not. But it would be nice for us to get a game, to give game sharpness. Obviously, they've been in the camp. They haven't played much. Jordan's played a few minutes here and there. Christian hasn't. It's important for us if they can get some minutes. So when they come to us and play on Saturday, they had some minutes up there. But otherwise, exciting time for them, and obviously exciting time for us as a staff to see a couple of our players having that chance to mathematically clinch the spot tonight. It'll be great.
What do you think that despite Christian Roldan being one of the most influential and constant players in MLS in that roster, he's not getting any play time?
Well, I would love to give you an answer, but I don't know if I'd be able to because I'm not there. I'm not in the camp. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what the messages are to Christian, especially to Christian and Jordan, for that matter. But he's in a fighting spot when it comes to international level. There's obviously the best players in the country around the world, and you're in a fight. And Christian is a fighter, and I don't expect nothing less from him than to fight and at some point to get an opportunity.
There's also positional battles here, and I wanted to ask specifically about Danny Levi. It seems like he hasn't quite been able to break the ground on a lot of constant minutes. What is it, or what does he need to do to get more minutes?
Well, the thing is continue to work. As you all familiar, he got himself injured early in the season, lost his momentum. Couple other players stepped in, got more minutes. But the minutes are always there. It's what do you do in training, make sure that you apply yourself every day, and when your opportunity comes, that you're ready and you play a part.
What do you see on him as a player?
Danny is a very smart player, very technical, sees the field pretty good. He has a bright future, like I said, but it's all on the player. How much he wants to go, how far he wants to go with his dedication and work on the field, off the field. And there's no problem with Danny. Danny's a great kid who works hard every day. So that's why I see only positive things in the future for him.